We are gathered here to celebrate Texas Women's University class of 2014. But before I turn to them, I want to say a word about Dr. Dan Miller, professor and chair of psychology and philosophy, who joined the TWU faculty in 1990. Since that time, he has chaired or co-chaired the committee of more than 5 dozen doctoral students. And because Dr. Miller will go on modified retirement in May 2015, he will today hood his 65th and final doctoral student, Lenica Rouse. Dr. Miller, you will leave a valuable legacy. Please join me in honoring Dr. Dan Miller. And now to our graduating class. We know you come to the ceremony today with mixed emotions. You've likely already said some goodbyes and shed some tears. Perhaps you've made some familiar stops this morning. And as you sit here, waiting for your turn to be called, the things that must be running through your mind, in addition to some of the graduation parties you will be attending later, are the memories of what you had to do in order to get here. The jobs you worked, the sleep you missed, the parties that you couldn't attend, and now you are ready to take the next big step in your life. At this moment, it may be hard to fully grasp how different you are from the day that you first stepped onto the TWU campus. We hope that you recognize how much your confidence has increased, how your values have matured, and how your sense of initiative and capabilities have expanded, and how the foundations of learning for a lifetime were formed right here. Each of you has a story, and because much of the meaning of today is found in those stories, I wish I could tell them all, but I can't. So I will tell one story that stands for each of you. Today, I honor a student who has persevered through extraordinary circumstances, conquered health problems, reared children, including one with special needs, left homelessness and welfare behind, earned an undergraduate degree, and will today be awarded a master's degree. She will begin her professional life this spring by teaching at Grayson Community College. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing a very remarkable woman, Ginger Hughes, who symbolizes all of your accomplishments today. The moment at which each of you receives your diploma is a significant marker in your timeline of an end, a middle, and a beginning, all at once. It's an end in that it marks the achievement of a goal. No longer are you saying to yourself regarding this part of your education, I will do it, I can do it, I must do it. Today you can say, I did it, and you have the right to be proud. It is a middle, because although you have achieved a particular baseline of knowledge and expertise, learning can never stop. It must continue throughout your life, and human knowledge increases exponentially every single day. So what you know today may be obsolete by tomorrow. And at the very least, you are obligated to stay current in your field, and you have the right to be hungry for what you have yet to discover. It is also a middle, because we hope that you will continue throughout your entire life to stay connected to Texas Women's University. As alumni, you will be emblematic of our name, and you remain part of our family. And you have the right to think of TWU as your educational home. And finally, and perhaps most important of all, it is a beginning, hence the word commencement. The name on that diploma will be the name that you were given at birth. But from this moment on, that name becomes not only the means by which you are identified, but the reputation that you will earn in your profession. So what's in a name? For Shakespeare's Montagues and Capulets, their name was a destiny, written by those who had come before them. But in this moment, you take the pen in your own hand. You today begin to inscribe your contributions, great and small, to the world and to the community and in the annals of your profession. Your name is yours to make. And if you follow the advice of Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, you will shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll still land among the stars. So you have the right to aspire. And that aspiration takes two equally important directions. The first concerns your own happiness and well-being. The shape of that happiness in your personal life will be as varied as the people sitting here today. But happiness in your professional life will always require one thing, that you do what you love. And when you do what you love, you do it not from the brain, but from the heart, and you do it with passion and commitment. And work done without passion and commitment becomes drudgery, and most often ends in failure. But work that is done with passion and commitment is never drudgery, and most often results in success and satisfaction. The second direction concerns the well-being of the world and all who live in it. Much of the underlying point of education is to teach us about our local and global responsibilities, to make us understand environmental and humanitarian needs. We cannot focus only on our own individual wants. If we exhaust Earth's resources, we will destroy our future. If we ignore poverty and illiteracy and disease, we destroy our souls. So from recycling to tutoring, from mayors and senators to Doctors Without Borders, each of us must aspire to play a part in the safekeeping of the planet and the people. That is what everyone here hopes for you, that you will use the values that you have developed, everything that you have learned, and everything that you will continue to learn to reach for your greatest aspirations in a world that needs everything that you have to give. I honor and congratulate each member of the class of 2014.